Welcome to this explainer. If you're holding an IRS notice that says CP504 across the top, I need you to pay close attention because this one is different from the other notices you may have received. A CP504 is a notice of intent to levy. That means the IRS is telling you, in writing, that they are preparing to seize your assets. Your state tax refund is already at risk, and your bank accounts and wages could be next. But here's the important part. You still have time. A CP504 is not the final step. It's a warning. And if you understand the timeline and act now, you can stop this escalation before it gets to the point where the IRS actually takes anything. Let me walk you through the full IRS collection timeline so you understand exactly where you are. It starts with the CP14. That's the first notice, essentially a bill. You owe this amount. If you ignore it, about 5 weeks later, you get a CP501. That's a reminder. The tone is still neutral. Ignore the CP501, and roughly 5 weeks later, you get a CP503. This one is firmer. The IRS is now saying they intend to take collection action. They're warning you that patience is running out. Then comes the CP504. This is where you are now. The IRS is telling you they have the legal authority to levy your state tax refund immediately, and they are one step away from being able to levy your bank accounts, your wages, and your other assets. After the CP504, if you still haven't responded, the IRS sends what's called a final notice, either an LT11 or a letter 1058, and this is absolutely critical to understand. That final notice triggers your right to request a collection due process hearing. You have exactly 30 days from the date of that notice to file Form 12,153 and request a CDP hearing. Filing that form legally pauses all collection activity while your case is reviewed. It's your strongest procedural protection. Miss that 30-day window, and you lose your right to go to tax court. So here's your strategic playbook right now. First, know your exact number. The balance on your CP504 includes penalties and interest that have been accumulating since your original notice. You want to know the breakdown. How much is tax? How much is penalty? How much is interest? Because that tells you what's negotiable. The free calculator at ustaxpenaltysaver.com shows this breakdown and includes a collections timeline of what comes next and when, so nothing catches you off guard.
Second, pick a resolution. The IRS will generally halt the levy process once you've taken an active step toward resolving the balance. Your options are pay in full and end it immediately, set up an installment agreement, a monthly payment plan, request currently not collectible status if you're in genuine financial hardship, apply for penalty abatement to reduce the balance, or file for an offer in compromise to settle for less than you owe.
Any of these active resolutions will generally stop the levy. The IRS wants to collect, but they'd rather collect through a structured agreement than through enforcement. Enforcement is expensive and slow for them too. Third, if you receive that next notice, the LT11 or letter 1058, do not ignore the 30-day deadline. File Form 12,153 for a collection due process hearing. This is your legal right, and exercising it freezes everything while your case gets an independent review. The tool at ustaxpenaltysaver.com helps you prepare that form and tracks your deadline so you don't miss it.
The worst move is doing nothing. The second worst move is panicking and overpaying without understanding your options. The best move is getting your numbers, picking the right resolution strategy, and acting while you still have the upper hand. Head over to ustaxpenaltysaver.com, run your numbers for free, and see which resolution path fits your situation. This is general information, not legal or tax advice. If you've received a levy notice, deadlines are time-sensitive. Consult a licensed tax professional promptly.